defending that title for the first time after winning it just last week, defeating one of the most talented pro wrestlers on the planet, namely Jason Cross. However, because Ray Gordy's so eager, and perhaps in the heat of the moment, welcome to the power of Onyx, good Lord. And Ray Gordy needs to cool the jets of Onyx down a little bit and slow the momentum down in this matchup. But it was against Al Getz' wishes that Ray Gordy volunteered to defend that title just 1 week after winning it against a challenge no less severe than Onyx. The chiseled specimen Onyx, a former Wildside heavyweight champion and one of the most gifted athletes and most well-loved athletes ever in the history of Wildside. When Gordy's all nonsense, even Al Getz now opening up on Onyx.
Well, Al Getz is on a roll here on the last 2 weeks. We're NWA Wildside.
Al Getz just threw Onyx in the ring. That's one for the highlight reel. I mean, Al Getz' highlight reel, not one of ours, of course.
And Ray Gordy wasting no time going to work on Onyx. He's been in the ring with him before. As a matter of fact, these two have had a few classic matchups. The last one was mired in controversy when Ray Gordy did get the victory after a little assistance from the Urban Assault Squad. These two have never really been able to go out there and decide their differences. Each time, someone else has had to stick their nose in it. Through all the classic battles they've had, have we ever really seen the better man come out on top? I don't know.
I'm not quite sure we're going to see that here this week because Al Getz is available at ringside to interfere perhaps at Ray Gordy's request. Quick pin attempt from Gordy. You knew that wasn't going to cut. But Al Getz knows what a powerhouse that Onyx is. And I'm sure Al would prefer that the Ray Gordy was not so eager to defend that title after so recently winning it just last week here on Wildside. But Ray Gordy already, within 1 week, is proving to be a fighting champion.
Fisherman suplex. Bridge of the fingers there, but Onyx still manages to kick out. There's a lot of power behind those kickouts.
A lot of power in Ray Gordy. The wrestling gifts in that Gordy family are in fact legendary, and I'm so happy that they've gone on down the family chain here with Ray Gordy, whose incredible career has been so far. His best years are still ahead of him.
There's a nasty elbow, lateral press, and Onyx out again. And the lineage that the NWA Wildside Heavyweight title goes back to is, of course, the NWA, the old Georgia State Heavyweight Championship, which even when his father, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, competed here in the state of Georgia for the National Wrestling Alliance, as Ray is doing now, Terry Bam Bam Gordy never even held the Georgia State Championships. He was Georgia Tag Team, National Tag Team. He was UWF World Champion, but a title that he never held. Ray Gordy fulfilling his prophecy and his destiny here by winning the Wildside title.
Referee Mike Posey to seeing if Onyx perhaps might concede in this predicament. Conceding is frankly not part of the Onyx CV.
Ray Gordy there has that front face lock, the Masawa face lock as it is known.
And Onyx deeming that it's best to get out of this hold by getting to the ropes, which shows you the power that Gordy had on Onyx in that hold. As powerful as Onyx is, I mean, Ray Gordy is certainly no slouch in that department. No argument here, I think anybody in the NWA arena, that Ray Gordy is in fact the pearl of the Al Getz Enterprises, and it has the Wildside Heavyweight Championship to prove it.
What an eventful couple of weeks it's been here in NWA Wildside. The very focus, the very foundation shaken up with this Getz Enterprises and NWA Elite War.
It's funny, I mean, Al Getz was becoming a bit of a joke, in all honesty, here at NWA Wildside, and in the space of just a couple of weeks, particularly like last week and certainly this week, well, I mean, Al Getz, he's at the top of the mountain.
He just came out and he said he wasn't going to be second banana any longer.
And at the expense of Jeff Bailey. That's remarkable.
Unbelievable. And now Onyx sends Gordy off the ropes. Back body drop. Onyx, who lost that title to Jason Cross, has never gotten his rematch. This is his contracted rematch, which is why the NWA was quickly to sign this matchup. Big power slam by Onyx. Could this do it? Hook of the leg.
What on earth? Jeff Bailey just dragged Mike Posey under that bottom rope. Boy, Mike Posey has to be one of the most shoved referees of recent day. Bad break for Onyx. Onyx could have had Ray Gordy easily pinned, or so it seemed. But Jeff Bailey out here working it. Oh, good heavens. But there's no referee. Here comes Speedy Nelson. And Jeff Bailey doesn't allow that pin either and just clocks Speedy Nelson. Jeff Bailey is thwarting this matchup at the expense of both Onyx and Gordy, as Gordy and Onyx meet up midair in the middle of the ring.
The massive crossbody. Both officials are down, and you knew Jeff G. Bailey wouldn't take this lying down. That cockroach is not one to have his pride embarrassed, not to come out for some retribution. And now you see him in here, in the mind of Al Getz, trying to interject himself into this matchup.
Al Getz is demanding Jeff Bailey in the ring. And he's got him.
Wait a minute, it's the Elite. It's Pomp and Circumstance, and they're trying to keep these guys apart.
Tempers are frayed beyond repair. Jeff Bailey and Al Getz want to rip each other's faces off. Wouldn't be much of a loss in either category. As Jeff Bailey has already made his mark up in this matchup, one-on-one matchup between Onyx and Ray Gordy, and I don't even see either of those two competitors at the moment. As both competitors, Onyx and Ray Gordy, slowly make their way into the ring. I don't think either one was aware of what just took place.
Goes for the German. Onyx counters. He's got Gordy. There's the blackout. There's the blackout.